Mas pampalakpakan para sa pinakabatang alkalde ng Maynila, Mayor Isko Moreno. Okay, Isko ng Maynila ang tanong at ibang mga katanungan.
First question po.
First question. Pwede ba magpa-selfie? Nila ko lang. First question comes from President Joel Nunez. Mr. Mayor, congratulations. Check. Mr. Mayor, congratulations and more power on your mayoralty. A lot of businesses got into a financial fix because of the high taxes imposed by your predecessor. Is there a plan for your administration to offer amnesty or to rationalize the back taxes of these businesses?
Good question. Ganda naman ang tanong ninyo. Kasi late na yung tanong nyo. Because last week, we just passed a new law and signed it with our commitment to tax plan during the campaign. We approved the City Council through Vice Mayor Arnold Arre, the members of the City Council passed the general tax amnesty program. The logic behind is simply because of the question. Marami sa syudad ang nangangahirapan na magbayad ng kanilang obligasyon. Dala ng humina ang negosyo o medyo nagipit o nahihirapan talaga. Dahil ang buwis po ng Maynila hanggang langit, malapit na sa Mars. Opo, it is unfair for any of you to pay taxes and you don't see any improvement. I know for a fact, at least 99% of the people here today will not go to hospital ng Maynila when they are sick. You will not go to our health center when you needed that kind of service of that facilities. So what do you need? Simple order, peace, harmony. Yun lang hiningi nyo. Kaya yung taxes, pagka nagbabayad kayong mabigat, hirap na hirap. Kaya sabi ko, to show goodwill of this new administration, let's address that problem. Una namin ginawa, pass that law, so that all penalties and surcharges and interest will be waived up to December 31 of this year. This is the longest amnesty in the city of Manila. So it includes, that's why it's called general amnesty, even business tax. Yung mga hindi nakapagsara, dahil ang mahal magsara, yung mga dumalawang libro, pwede nyo nang linisin ang libro nyo because wala nang fixer na ipipix sa Manila kasi may general amnesty na. And this is the time for everyone, by 2020, we start from zero. Clean slate. Wala nang dapat kayong ikaba sapagkat yung pagkakamali, pagkukulang ng ilan, dyan naman nagiging enterprising ang mga kawani ng pamahalaan. The one who picks your book is the one who's going to ayan magchuchuchu sa iyo. May problema yung kumpanya na yan. Sila rin. Kaya para mawala yon, wala nang reason to hide. So I'm giving you that opportunity. Second, sa awa ng Diyos, napakabilis po ni Vice Mayor Arnold Arre. Base rin sa aming tax plan, no? Naaprobahan na ang bagong real property tax. Ang commitment ko when I'm campaigning is 40%. At sabi ko, First year, 20%. Second year, 10%. Third year, 10%. That's total of 40. So, by next week, after I arrive from travel, pipirmahan ko na po ang bagong real property tax, lowering it by 20%. Now, third, kung meron man kayong sobrang pera dyan, mamili na kayo ng lupa sa eskolta. I want you, and I challenge each and every one of you, including your fathers and mothers, or your corporation, buy a property there, build minimum of 20-story, and I'll give you 15 years of holiday. I want you to change the skyline of famous Eskolta. Pag tinignan nyo ngayon, ipagtanong nyo sa mga lolo ninyo, ang Eskolta ng araw, premiado kali. But everything there is stagnant. It's hibernating. Rhyming. Tingnan natin kung totoo ba kami. At the minimum of 20-story, you will get tax holiday. Isa lang ang arbor ko sa inyo. Ay siguro hindi naman mabigat. When you start constructing and finish constructing, please, pakisuyo ko lang. Wala mong hilingin. You can get that holiday. Ang tawag ko dyan, delayed gratification principle. Bakit? Sige, bago ko kunin yung hingin ko sa inyo. Anong logic behind it? Because people might think, you're just specializing in Eskolta. No, I want to really change the skyline of Eskolta because ang pinakamahal na property sa buong mundo ay ang mga property na sa tabi ng tubig. You go around the world, most expensive properties adjacent to the water. But the logic behind your delayed gratification is, let's just say, for purposes of mathematics, and most of you here are businessmen, there is 1,000 square meter. City of Manila is getting 1 peso a year for real property tax. Then I'm going to deprive the City of Manila 15 years of 15 peso. Tama? At inflation rate, may 15 peso minus 60% at 4% based on BSP declaration. So my 15 peso, 15 years thereafter, will value at less 60%. Now, what is delayed gratification? O di nagparaya ako ng 15 pesos, nalugi ang Maynila. Tama no? Lugi. Kaya lang, on the 16th year, dahil tinayo mo, minimum of 20 story, tinayo mo pa 30. Let's just say 20. On the 16th year, magkano kikitain ng Maynila? Kung pareho pa rin ng tax code 15 years ago. 20 pesos. And that's what you call in business windfall. Without raising taxes, the new mayor, by that time, need not to raise new taxes because there is new source of taxes. Kumita pa ang Maynila. Na-delay nga lamang. But it generates what? Jobs and opportunity. Right? That's why ito naman ang hingin ko sa inyo. 70% ng empleyado ninyo dapat tagalungsod ng Maynila. Wala nang iba. Yun lang hingin ko sa inyo. So if you can do that, mag-shopping spree na kayo. Simula Santa Cruz Church, all the way to, tama ba yung pagbigkas ko? Saburi? Saburi. Sabi ng tatay ko. Tawag kasi ng tatay ko doon, Saburi. all the way, entire stretch. You go there, pursue development, change the skyline, you get east. Tapos, taas ng buwis, ang hirap naman mag-permit sa Maynila. Tama, no? Hirap. No, there's more. You know, the President, Rodrigo Roa Duterte, made an announcement during the SONA implementing ease of doing business. The President asked everybody, especially particularly business permit, dapat 3 days lang, nabigay na. O in Manila, try us in Manila. Please, new business new business. 11 steps at 8 window became 3 steps in 1 window. 5 to 10 days of filing and receiving business permit takes you only 1 day in the city of Manila. Try it. Tatuan lang. Because ba't ko patatagalin? Magbabayad ka na nga ng buwis eh. Patatagalin ko pa. Mag-create ka na nga ng trabaho eh. Patatagalin ko pa. I'll go after you when you cheat the government. That's different. But if you're just a simple businessman who wanted to put up a business, dapat, sokma ka muna. Saka na rin isa. Ngayon, because of that, because it affects taxes, because of that, thank you very much to SM Group of Companies. Within that day that we declared that our challenge to ourselves is to get the permit in 1 day, o hawa ng Diyos, we got 1,000 square meter of space given by SM Manila for our BPLO. So anong punto? It's going to be very challenging in the renewal of business permit in the city of Manila. Why? I only have 100 square meter of space and 54,000 business establishment will renew by December up to February. And that is only 90 days. At 54,000, you divide it at 8 hours a day, at 5 days a week, with 100 square meter, chances are the time in motion, good luck. And we're grateful, although it serves two purposes, their purpose because of the foot traffic that we're going to generate, but our purpose because of the public service, that the taxpayer should feel the ease of doing business. So hopefully, some of you, I'll see you parking in SM in an air-conditioned room with 1,000 square meter just to renew your business license or permit. So these are with regard to the question. Dinagdagan ko lang yung sa business permit because I want to take that opportunity. Baka kasi bukas, may nag-iisip sa inyo na mag-file ng business permit at magtayo ng negosyo. At least this is an opportunity for you to hear it. And it's a challenge, ha? It's a challenge. So far, maraming salamat sa nakaka-appreciate. Kasi yung mga nakaka-appreciate, you know what they did? Meron nakakuha sa amin 45 minutes. Pinost niya. Oh, appreciate. Gusto ko mabigyan ng medal yun. Kasi na-appreciate niya yung effort. So when you appreciate things, when you appreciate, ang lago, para kayong baterya. Energizer ang brand. You keep us going. Because when you appreciate, you'll do better. When you suggest, you'll listen. When you run, I'll block you. Simple. I don't like negative people. I want suggestion. I discuss things in a table. Honestly, but I will not waste my time on something that wala namang magandang may dudulot. Positive. Move on, parang magsyota lang.
Move on,
Iwalay
move on
na.
lang din.
O next. Ganun na.
Next.
Okay.
Thank you so much, May. So
Okay,
maybe,
next now.
with regards to that, we have another
Kaya lang,
question.
bago mo itanong yan, medyo mahaba sungkot si Mayor, kinakount ako eh.
Sige po.
Di daw nakita Mayor ko sa likod eh. Sakto eh, namamagay arthritis. Ano ka mo? May katanong mo na ko, Jim.
Alright, so we're talking about bringing businesses in Manila, and I love it. And ako, taga Manila din ako. I live in Binondo right now. Buong pamilya ang nandun sa Manila, nasa Binondo. So we're heavily also supporting you, Mayor. And we love the policies, the changes, ganyan. So meron taga dito, JCI member, actually also sent their question dahil meron silang trucking company in Manila. Trucking company. And the question is, actually, gusto niyang magtanong, bakit daw kailangan magkaroon ng permit to travel para makapasok sa loob and operate sa Manila? Tapos, singil daw ay 2.5 per truck plus monthly magbabayad to renew the permit to travel. So, maybe you can enlighten us on that as well.
I cannot blame you complaining about these things because there is what you call bad habits from the past. No? And we're really trying to cure this type of habits and curing yung mga bagay na nakasanayan na at babaguhin mo, medyo challenging. But don't get me wrong, give me the name, the way the netizen is doing right now. For me to be efficient, I'll protect your identity and will catch them if they ask money from you. So that is the portion of yung para kay Eddie at para kay Patty. Kilala niyo si Eddie, no? Eddie siya. Dahil si Patty. Pati yung mga kasama niya. Because I'm really going after them. For so many times, you've been seeing Facebook Live.
Yes.
Almost every Monday. Kami yata may pinakamaraming wanted na nakukuha.
Di ka ba natatakot, Mayor?
Well, that's what you call occupational hazards. Talagang kasama niya. Now, okay, that is the money portion. Now, to the policy portion, kailangan ba ng permit? Abay, siyempre naman. For example, let's just say, I don't know kasi kung ano yung laman ng truck. Let's just say, chemical. You pass by on Pinas and you're bringing chemical. Your load. Something happened. So which is which? To allow you during regular hours or to allow you during the evening and give you pass so that nagkataon lamang na doon mo i-deliver yung produkto mo. So these are policies that will create anong tawag yan? Confusion and subject to discretion by some of our enforcement unit. But we'll continue with the policy that you have to seek certain level of permits with regard to accessing roads. Because there are roads designed hindi para sa truck. Kasi para, at least for your additional info, may mga kalye na tama lang. May mga kalye dinesign naman para sa heavy load. So, hindi yan para ipagdamot. It's just that, okay, let me ask you, may idea ba kayo ng delivery ng truck sa BGC? Wala kayo idea. O sige, ganito na lang. Tomorrow, if you're going to be in BGC, or even in Makati, Ayala Alona, pasinin nyo lang. Magmuni-muni lang kayo. Just stand up, just in the corner, di ba they're constructing building non-stop? Have you seen any trucks during daytime?
Parang wala.
Eh, well, ba't hindi nyo kami payagan? Magdi-deliver lang kami ng ng bakal. Magdi-deliver lang kami semento naghahanap buhay lang kami. Pero why? Bakit wala? Tapos, di ba, gumigimik ka sa gabi, nagtutugs ka, diba? O, after mo uminom, o, nyumangga ka sa labas, lumabas ka. Ano ba mga barmaid doon?
Ano ba yung mga...
Tugs-tugsan kayo rin.
Sarap ko eh. Pakala ni Javi yan.
Okay. When you go out the bar, look at the streets of BGC. There's trucks, bakal, cemento. So why do we follow them and why cannot follow rules in Manila? Di ba the sauce for the gander is the sauce for the goose? So, kaya lang, meron kaming pagkukulang. Alam niyo ang pagkukulang namin? Naging abusado kami bilang gobyerno ng siyudad ng Maynila. Maraming naging matakaw sa amin. Kaya nagkakaroon ng animosities. This portion of the problem is we're trying to address. That's why the best way to do it, please help me. Kastiguhin ko lahat yan. At ako, on the spot, you can see it. You check my on the spot, pag nahuli ko, fired. Wala nang chichat-chichat. Walang hausaw-hausaw. Diretso ka agad. You're fired. That's it. Pansit. No more take two. Because this is not film. This is not entertainment. This is corporate.
Effective nga yan, Mayor. Yung pag Facebook Live din yun, panghuhuli.
Di ba yung mga huli?
Oo. Tsaka natatakot na ngayon yung mga tao kasi alam nila wala nang ligtas.
I'm just trying to include you at the very least to be transparent enough for you to know at the very least what's going on in the city of Manila. This is not about propagation. There are two sides of the coin when we do this. You have to understand. Because I want you to be involved in governance. You will see our faults, you will see our yung pagkukulang, and you will see action. Oh, ito, kahapon, nakita namin. Ito, action namin. Because you deserve it. You deserve to know. So, kaya doon sa nagtanong, abot mo lang sa akin yung pangalan. Maya-maya, bota mo lang sa akin. Ako nang bahala.
Pero ko yun kayo.
Because
Alam niyo na.
you're talking of 1,000 enforcer and about more or less 3,000 to 4,000 policemen that I'm going to deal day in, day out.
Pero, Jill, balikan natin, nakalimutan natin yung tema ng ating gabi, ISKOr ng Maynila. So doon po, Mayor, sa sinabi mong sistema of doing business in Manila, currently, ano yung ISKOr ng ating syudad? How would you grade it from 1 to 10?
Ang hirap naman nun, nagbubuhat ako ng bangko. Kayo na lang. No. If you're happy, post it in Facebook, thank you, mababasa ko rin yun. Kaya naiya ako I'm not in the habit of basta ganito, nagbubuti naman na sila. Ayan. Our doctors are smiling nowadays. Because I asked them to smile. Ganun na kasimple. Alam niyo bakit? May sinabi si Mother Teresa. Yung when you smile, you offer love, you show love, and compassion. Mano pa sa mahirap na may sakit. Because our medicines and facilities will never be enough. With 1.8 nighttime population and 3 million daytime population. But when you show this type of generally accepted facial expression, worldwide accepted, when you smile, you show love. Basta may sinabi si Mother Teresa dyan.
Yes, the simple act of smiling, yes, brings a happiness to the person who receives it already. As simple as that.
And the quote is not,
Kayo na lang mag-grade sa amin.
the act of
Pero
smiling.
not now. Too early to tell.
Yes, I think
Why?
there's so many more plans
We're just starting.
upcoming. Yes.
Baka mamaya, papalagbungan lang kami. Baka mamaya, nimas kugol lang kami. Siguro, latter part, you grade us. And we'll be happy to receive your grades. Kung kami ba'y passing grades, or good grades, or summa cum laude. Kasi ang resulta lagi nasa dulo. And it's too early to tell. But these policies that I've mentioned, new laws, new ordinances, are now in place and it's being done. And hopefully, it will give us a better place. I mean, the city of Manila will be somewhere else. Kasi, oy nga pala ha, mga taga Maynila, 17 LGU ang Manila, ang Metro Manila. We are now number 1. Number 1 sa ilalim. Out of 17, we are number 17. So, we're number 1. Ano tawag yan? Descending, ascending. From the bottom up. Ayan. We're number 1 there. It's not my data. Sad to say, it's DILG data. Yan ang minana kong gobyerno. But see, ano pa rin yan? Water under the bridge yan. Let's move on. Pero gusto ko lang inform kayo para alam ko yung kinakaharap natin para pareho.
Okay, and Mayor, in line with the tow truck, actually, balik na rin natin. Imbis na tatanungin namin ano yung grado, kasi tama nga, self-serving, pwede naman natin tanungin, ano yung grado na minana mo? Okay, how do you grade what you receive? Because the next topic has something to do with traffic.
Politics yun eh, if I'm going to put grades on them. But there is what you call, in Latin principle or in law, res ipsa liquitur. The thing speaks for itself. They were kicked out of the office. The entire family was kicked out of office. And I think that the thing speaks for itself. There is a total rejection. So if I'm going to grade them, that's adding insult to the injury. And I would rather have them peace in their lives. I would like to apply live and let live principle. You go live back to your place, someone, then try to govern in Manila. And huwag na tayo masyadong nagpapagpag ng mga alpombra. Vacuum na lang natin yung alpombra. Diba? So, nakakaya naman. No, I have high respect with the old guy. I've served him. It's just that they don't want to stop. We need them to stop. And the people stop them. And that is a good grade already. More than passing grade. Kaya, nahihiya naman ako.
So glorious in defeat but more humble in victory si Mayor Isko. Kaya, diretso na lang tayo sa katanungan.
Yes.
Ganito, may kinalaman sa traffic to, Mayor. Many residents and homeowners in Manila have multiple cars but no parking, causing the congestion of side streets and ultimately traffic. What can you do to address this
Oo,
dilemma?
kasi actually, Mayor, yung mga streets na dadaanan sana ng mga sasakyan, ginagawa ng parking dun sa bawat gilid, kaya lumiliit tuloy yung daanan. So, paano ba ito masusolusyonan?
Manila will be traffic tomorrow. And Manila will be traffic next week. Manila will be traffic next month. Next year. Manila, ang Manila lang tayo pinag-usapan natin. Why am I saying those? Because in problem solving, you have to accept the problem first. It's going to be traffic. There will be 4,000 trucks will fly the city of Manila, minimum on the west side alone of the city. West side alone. 4,000 trucks in and out of our ports. And there are two major roads. The entire Arteng and Ross Boulevard and Pinas. So that area will be challenging day in, day out. Now, will I stop commerce? No. Will I watch them? No. That's why there is what you call one lane. If there's 4 lanes of Ross Boulevard, I'll dedicate 1 lane for the trucks, and the 3 remaining is for everybody to enjoy it. So what are your plans, Isko? Well, JICA, USA, I think ADB, including ADB, came up with a study that the country is losing about 2.4 billion. That was in 2016, 15 or 16, that study. A day because of traffic. And sabi ron, 6 months thereafter, after that study, I think it's the same year, sinabi ron by 2030, the country will lose 30 billion pesos. A day. Because of traffic. Now, what can we do? Can we be parochial in our mindset or in our mind? No. So what's the best thing that we can do? Is to manage traffic. And how to manage it? Our goal is if John Doe, every day of his life, from point A to point B, is doing 2 hours, if I can do it at 1.5, will you be happy?
Of course.
If I can do it in 1 hour, you'll be happy?
Of course.
There's still traffic.
Okay lang.
But,
At least nag-lesson.
and that's what you call management. We will never, ever, kami ayaw mo nang pangunahan. Buti na alam na natin yung inarap na, real talk lang tayo, real talk. Kasi, baka mamaya kasi, you expect too much, no? Real talk, we can never resolve traffic now with rules and regulations. The best way to do and resolve traffic is infrastructure. Infrastructure and vertical development takes time. And I'm happy nakinig sa amin si SM or SMC San Miguel. Buksan nyo na yung available na skyway via Manila to Columbia to ease the boundary from Makati to Quirino, which mga 2 linggo nyo na natitikman. Nakakatikim na kayo, ha? So imagine mo na sa ilalim ka. Now, so we will try to manage it, and the only way to solve it is to duplicate roads. How to duplicate roads in a 500-year-old, almost 500-year-old city? Horizontally, you cannot. That is what you call going to Pluto. Because you have to buy all the properties adjacent to the street, which is, ayun nga lang training, Tutuban, Malolos, Clark. Hindi matapos-tapos yung ROW na 265 eh. O magto 20 years na, naka 180 pa lang silang ROW. And still pending before the court. That's why you cannot build that train. So going back to Manila, how can you widen streets? Horizontally. That is going to Pluto. Ganon kahirap siya. Now, how? Vertically. In this case, Skyway, maraming salamat. And if you're in tracking business, I would like to inform you, you'll be happier going to the north. Because the takeoff is within the boundary of Nabotas and Manila. From the port, which is about 200 meters away in the first gate. And about almost a kilometer away on the second gate. And about 2 kilometers, 2 kilometers to ICTSI, and about 3 kilometers to ATI, if you're coming from the north. No? And hopefully, if given a chance, which I saw it already, there will be another takeoff from R10, from the north, R10, all the way to ICTSI direct without traversing the intersection of Zaragoza and Delpan. So these are the things that will solve traffic or ease traffic in that portion of the city. Now, let's go now in the middle part of the city. Mid part of the city has two belt or university belts. The northeast portion of the city and the southwest portion of the city. There will be about, let me check that, about 100,000 students will go to UST. About a few thousand to FEU, CEU, Isabela, and so on and so forth. In the southwest, you have now PNU, PWU, LaSalle, Pinil, and so on and so forth. So these people will come in and out of the city, and this will add up to the lesser space because science will dictate space occupied by mass, lesser space. Science 101. So, and we cannot widen our streets. So, Top Avenue, for that matter, always think twice. Ross Boulevard on the second lane, don't go there. It's a truck lane. But there is service road, but except for the Shakey's area or Max. Kasi nag-collapse. Pero ano lang yun, madali lang yun. Now, same thing with Espanya. Because of this. Because of our geography or institutional location. Other than that, medyo ano na, medyo magang na. Third, what can we do with the vehicles parked in the respective areas? Well, live and let live principle, except for the mabuhay lane. Non-negotiable. Yung iba, we tolerate it. Why? Siyempre, alam mo, ang tao, gusto magkaroon ng kanyang sarili. Dahil gusto niya magkaroon ng kagaangan sa buhay, pero at the same time, at the expense of others. I think discipline should be implemented. Like sharing price you have to pay. Kaya nangyayari dyan, ang ginagawa namin, lately mapapansin ninyo, inaakit namin sila sa bangketa. Lately, may mga streets kayo mapapansin, nakaangat sa bangketa. Now, huwag na kayo mag-alala, there was an abuse happened about a few months ago and those years. Towing in Manila. Remember July 1 and I said, wala nang towing sa Manila. Bawal ang towing sa Manila. The problem with that policy, laging may kabig. Ito naman na yung abuso. Ay, di paparada na lang kahit saan. Tama? Hoy, sinabi ko lang bawal ang towing. Pero may clamping. Why? Why did we go to that portion of penalizing mga matitigas na ulo? Alam mo bakit? Ang hirap ng pakiramdam. Alam niyo yung pakiramdam na yung kotse mo, iniipon-ipon mo, binabayaran mo buwan-buwan, paglabas ng bahay mo, wala na, kala mo nakahanap. Alam niyo yung sitwasyon, have you been to that situation? Yung kapag mo, kala mo nakahanap ng kotse mo, yung pala natow. I think that's too much to bear for any person who is striving, trying to make a living. Kaya para maalis, at may abuso kasi, tow dito, tow doon, nadurog, nabasag, sisiyan dito, sisiyan doon. So that's why, that's now. So, to cut the long story short, okay, pagkalala, We will try to manage it.
The traffic, yes.
We will manage it.
But actually, Mayor, alam mo, naramdaman ko nga from Recto, Ilaya, ganyan, Divisoria, talagang lumuwag. And dahil doon, parang kapit-kapit na nag-ease din yung road, yung mga jeepney, di na doon
We made,
nagpa-park.
Inopen.
We made about 8 lanes, no, 12 lanes available to you. 2 kilometers of 12 lanes.
Correct.
And that's what you call Asuncion Recto and Abad Santos Recto.
Sana hanggang
And we
December.
made another 3 kilometers of open space. That's Juan Luna Binondo to Plaza San Lorenzo Ruiz. Teka, Isko. Bakit yung mga binabanggit mo parang kalye? Ba't yung sinabi mo made available? Hindi. It was occupied. May kalye pala dun.
Tama.
Ano, it's available.
Malaking bagay. Malaking bagay talaga.
Nadadaanan. Except, this is now governance. Ito na yung sinasabi natin na pagtawid natin sa alambre. Bilang pagmamahal naman sa mga maliliit nating kababayan. Backbone, non-negotiable. Fishbone, sige, habang wala pa kaming may bibigay na kapalit, sana mari kayo makapagkanap buhay. Pero, base sa pulisiya ng gobyerno, hindi sa pulisiya ng organizer.
Yun.
Doon sa mga nagtatayo ng mga hawkers doon.
Kaya mayad na dapat ng vendor, etnep sa umaga, etnep sa hapon, aquarins lang yan. Yan lang dapat ang binabayaran nila sa pamahalaan, dahil may resibo yan. Kaya, may awa ng Diyos. Blooming Tree, awa ng Diyos, bukas pa rin. Carriedo, bukas pa rin. Raon, bukas pa rin. Quezon Boulevard, undisturbed. Plaza Miranda, the plaza itself is open to public. Yung paligid, Villalobos, Hidalgo, maghanap buhay kayo dyan.
Yes.
Sa ilalim.
Ilaya Recto Tamora, Santo Cristo, Carmen Planas, Elcano, okay, maghanap buhay kayo dyan. Pero doon Recto. Pedro Hill, sino may tagapako ba rito? Ayan, he should know better than anybody else. Pedro Hill, from Top Avenue, the 7-Eleven portion,
Dati
Then, umusog kami ng konti. Pumunta kami sa tapat ng Paco Market. Meron pa ba? Wala na. Kumaliwa ako ng konti. Pass. Meron pa ba? Wala na. See? Dahan-dahan.
Mayor, habang nandun tayo sa topic na yan, yung gumaganyan, di ba? Palapit na kasi tayo ng December, and napansin ko, pag per months, may mga, aakyat sa jeepney, paminsan, di ba?
Are you talking about the vendors or the beggars?
Siyempre yung the beggars, di ba? Yung naglilinis ng kotse habang traffic, umaakyat sa mga jeepney, na humihingi. Pag hindi bibigyan, magagalit pa sila. Yung mga iba, bata pa. So, may plano ba kayo sa mga ganyan, Mayor? Lalo na palapit na yung Christmas. Magsusulputan na naman yung mga yan.
You reviewed the news tonight about katatapos lang na news. I think lumabas sa news. We apprehended 200 children. Last month, in 1 month, we apprehended, not apprehended, sorry, I stand corrected. Hinalap namin, for safekeeping, 365 kids on the streets. Today, almost 200. The problem is, may tumakbong isa, kaya lalabas sa news may tumakbong isa kasi dinakma. Nakatakbo, muntik masagasaan. Nakakaawa. What can we do? Will we continue to allow them to sprawl and put them in danger? Or kalapin namin, ilagay namin sa boys town, paliguan namin, pakainin namin, and hopefully kunin ng magulang. Kaya kami, meron kami pinag-aaralan ngayon. how am I going to penalize the parents of these children? True, there is what you call the new law that protects the interest of the kids or minors. Ngayon, gano'n na lang. Di magulang, ikaw ngayon nape-penalize namin. Kasi alam niyo ba bakit? Total, JCI Manila, mahilig kayo tumulong. Yes. Tama ba?
Yes!
Mahilig kayo tumulong?
Anong may tutulong
Para
ng
malaman
JCI
ninyo,
Manila?
para malaman ninyo totoo yung sinasabi namin, tulungan ninyo yung boys town namin. Yung girls town namin. And rocks. Tingnan ninyo kung gaano karaming bata doon. And still, don't get me wrong, ha? Hindi pa rin tapos. May nakikita pa rin kayo sa Top Avenue, sa Arpapa, doon sa Chinese Cemetery, dito sa kanto ng Blooming Creek. Pero pa rin, may pailan-ilan. Kanina, inahuli sa tapat ng planetarium. Meron pa isa, Lagos nila. Nagtatakbuhan eh. Tapos ito nagsusolve. Kaya, continuous effort naman. So, now, going back to beggars, well, siguro hindi naman masama linisin yung sapatos mo. Natuwa ka, hindi ka naman pinili, o hindi naman nagalit, hindi ka naman siguro masusugatan, magbota ng piso. Hindi naman yata kabigagan sa iyo. Just for the spirit of Christmas. Pero, iba yung kwento mo na kapag nagagalit pa, malamang, ano yun?
Minsan kasi,
I know. Kala nyo ba, prutas lang ang pinipitas? Pati tenga ng babae, pinipitas ang Maynila.
Pero Mayor, if you plan to penalize the parents of itong mga batang lansangan, idami mo na yung mga magulang na inuutosan yung mga anak bumay ng sigarilyo tsaka alak sa mga science store. Dahil dyan nag-uumpisa yung mga kabataan nag-uumpisa sa bisyo. At doon naman sa traffic.
Going back, we will try to manage. We'll try. I won't promise you that much, but we'll try to manage. We'll try to open up more roads, more open space, green space. We'll bring back, katulad na pinanggit ko sa inyo kanina, nagbukas kami ng kali. Ganon ang gagawin natin. Magkaroon ng, kumbaga sa artery, marami pang mga pwedeng daanan to make it available to the general
public. Thank you, Mayor. We really appreciate that.
Thank you.
Doon naman sa mga parada, Mayor, sa gilid ng bahay, sana mapanawis dahil sila. Sa internal joke, yung side mirror nila baka mawala, kaya doon lang sila. We have more questions for the Mayor, pero nag-message po yung chairman ng event na may itatanong ang isang former director, past director po ng JCI Manila that has something to do with the membership or in regards to the membership. So, we'd like to call on past director Jerry Hung to ask this question to our beloved Mayor. Jerry? Kung wala ka pa, Jerry, ay ito lang. Kasi nag-text yung isang member natin yun, hindi nagkakaproblema sa traffic, Mayor, kasi Bombay. Si Mohit, so nakamotor lang yun. Pero kung na yung tanong mo, Mohit, ito muna yung kay Jerry, in-message mo sa akin, tika lang, boss.
Hello. Mayor, good evening. Question now. So do you agree with the no garage, no car policy? I mean, kasi di ba yun yung isa sa pinaka-cause ng traffic sa Manila.
That did not answer the problem. It will never. Kasi one way or another, economies will be affected. Jobs. I don't know. I may be wrong. I'm not a specialist in this type of national policy, but it doesn't make sense. You know, it may sound good sa tenga, but ito na ang tanong ko. Eh kaya mo lang nasasabi Senador ang laki ng bahay mo You can afford it. Paano naman ako? Gusto ko lang magkamit ng kagaangan sa buhay at karapatan ko naman lumago at nag-ipon. Makamit ko naman yung aking mga pangarap. That's why I always wonder why Thomas Jefferson in the US Constitution put a simple phrase or simple word in the US Constitution. You know what? What's that? Hindi ko talaga maintindihan bakit ilagay yun But it was there. Pursuit of happiness is guaranteed to them. And who I am to deprive, for example, let's just say magbibigay naman ako ng sample, ito naman kasi marami to sa demographics. Empleyado ako, ang sweldo ko 18,000, call center ako, pagpalagay mo na magaling ako mag-English, pero hindi naman. Let's just say, I'm earning 18,000 pesos, I'm single, living in my parents, my dream is to have a car. But I have an old house in an apartment. I don't know it may be wrong in terms of mindset and direction in savings. But this is my dream, this is my happiness. Gusto ko naman huwag ako pumila ng 2 oras sa LRT. Gusto ko naman magkaroon ng sariling aking na aking pinagpagal, aking pinaghirapan, matikman ko naman. Will I deprive that person of that opportunity? Baka mag-isip ako ng 2 beses. So, instead na yun ang gamitin. Meron akong isa, mas harsh. I would rather follow Lee Kuan Yew did. Mas mahal bumili ng plaka kaysa bumili ng kotse. Pero bago nila ginawa yun, bago sila humantong na halos lahat ng Singaporean ayaw nang bumili ng kotse, the Singapore government created mass transit. So, kaya sinasabi ko, maaaring tama naman yung logic. At I respect each and everyone's point of view. Tama yan! Huwag kang bibili ng kotse pag wala kang karahe. It seems okay. Pero teka, saan ba talaga ang problema? If the government, for that matter, offered another means of transportation, interconnected, nag-uusap itong mga pagawaing bayan na to o transportasyon, ay saka tayo mag-isip ng mga bagay na wag na yan, ito ang alternative. But for the meantime, there's no alternative. How can I pass by, if I'm going, if my house, if my house is in Tondo, I'm going to Emerald because I work in Emerald Restaurant. Is there a PUV bus line or train from Tondo to there? Nothing. Nada. I have to go to Recto, baba ako ng Abilida, sakay ako papuntang Lodon, at bababa ako sa Calao. At sasakay pa ako papuntang Mabini. So my point with the question is it right for that law to be passed? My answer is not yet. I think we should address it confront it frontally. I mean, literal. Create mass transit. After creating mass transit, available walk space, like what we're doing right now, opening
the road.
banquetas, roads, and pedestrian. Then, after all these things being given to the people, then we regulate and make it hard for every John, Doe, and Mary to own a car. Because hindi ka na kailangan bumili ng kotse. Sumakay ka na lang ng MRT, LRT, tramvia, monorail, or subway.
Wow.
Yun yung
That
point
will be
ko.
the dream.
Kaya kung ako lang, halimbawa nandun ako, hindi ako boboto. Kasi hindi pa yun yung solusyon. Meron pang dapat ibang solusyon.
Tama naman sabi ni Mayor, no? You cannot solve traffic, just manage traffic
Yes,
first.
manage the
Then
traffic.
you do your...
Thank you. Thank you.
Diba? Sabi ni Mayor, real talk. Diba? Real talk tayo dito. Ginawa niya akong boy ang punta. Kaya nandiyan Mayor.
Kasi, anyway, you're trying to...
Last na lang, Mayor, in the topic of the traffic, since na-bring up na yung opening of the roads, yan, and pag-clear, sobrang na-appreciate ko yun, living in Manila area. Do you have plans already in place since knowing Manila, there's a lot of parts there na flooded areas?
Okay, flooding. Good question.
Sa amin, sa Espanya, Blumenthal. Ano
Okay,
yun?
okay lang.
Beachfront property Mayor.
Hindi. Okay yan. Mga concern nyo yan eh. But sometimes, we have to at least share information to you so that you will know what to expect. Manila is living below sea level. That's one information. I think it's about 3 inches below sea level. 2, Manila is surrounded by creeks,
Yes.
rivers, and the bayside. Manila is kapatagan. Ha? Anong connection nun sa baha? Quezon City, Montalban, and Rizal are uphill. So, pagka umulan, lahat yan sasapuhin pababa sa kapatagan. Kapag ang puno sa east side of Metro is kalbo, yung ragasa, no? So that you will understand what's happening to Lagos Nilad. Para magka-idea kayo what's happening in Lagos Nilad. Yung ragasa, yung bilis ng daluyong ng tubig all the way to Manila, and our camp cannot carry enough water to be pumped out of Lagos Nilad. That's one. Kahit na kasi laki pa nito, yung aming tawag dyan, drainage system, if our drainage system is not interconnected o magkakagalit, parang smart tsaka globe lang yan. May kanya-kanyang linya. Eh paano ko nasabi yung Isko? Isko, paano mo nasabi? Oh, kasi ito yung hilingi ko sa USA. Paano mo nasabi? Tingnan nyo kung logical ha. We've been developing our drainage system. DPW is developing our drainage system. We created a pump just across the streets of this building. Did you know that there's a pump via Calao all the way to this building? Yan lang, tatapat ninyo. Pumping station, pero sa Tagulan, baha ulit sa kanto ng Calao at Taft Avenue. Ay, nung nakaraan, baha eh. Alam niyo yung napansin ko? Oo, logical ha. Bakit baha ang kalye kung ang Maynila is surrounded by creeks, rivers, pero yung river namin, yung creek namin, half full. And rivers are national catch basin and creeks. Pero yung kalye namin, baha. Yung river, kalahating laman. But I don't know, I'm not an engineer. But logic will dictate among right minds, there must be something wrong. That's why, flooding, so that you know, kung meron mang taga Maynila dito, when I was asked by the US government, ano ang pwede namin itulong sa iyo? Sabi ko, pwede ba once and for all makisuyo sa inyo? pwede ba bigyan ninyo ko ng masusing pag-aaral, gastusan ninyo ng masusing pag-aaral ang sewerage system and drainage system ng Manila. It will take 1 year, 2 years to spend your money. Thank you very much. And from that study, at sinabi doon, to solve it will take about 15 years, 20 years. At least, on my first year, I know where to spend 700 billion pesos with regard to infrastructure projects sa roads namin. It's about 700 billion pesos. At least alam ko, ito na direksyon. Ito unahin mo. Sumunod ito, unahin mo. Sumunod ito. Before you know it, natapos din yung 15 years. Because what's happening now, halimbawa, just for the sake of conversation, baha dito. Hukay yun. Bago na naman ang kalye. Siyempre, titibagin mo, lalagyan mo ng bagong pipe. Tapos, semento na naman. But, you didn't connect them to, you just make it bigger. Kaya nga sabi ko sa iyo, kahit gaano kalaki yan,
Hindi kinakaya.
hindi kakayanin. I like what Malaysia did. I've never been there, but they have also monsoon problem. There's a tunnel in Malaysia, I think it's Kuala Lumpur. Bumagyo. Sarado yung tunnel. All the city water, rainwater, will go down to the tunnel. After the rain, they pump it out, then tunnel is for vehicle alone. See? Pero hindi yun nangyari overnight.
Planning talaga.
Inaral nila yun.
Yes.
Nirepipe nila yung kanilang mga drainage system. Took a while, but at least they resolved it. Walang baha sa Kuala Lumpur. Pero dati, baha sa Kuala Lumpur. Same thing with Thailand. You Google it, about 20 years ago, Thailand is chaotic in the streets. I've never been there. But look at Thailand. Katakot-takot na skyway. Ang vertical development din sila. Nakikita naman sa picture eh. Sabi ko nga sa iyo, ang Biblia ko si Google. Ang library ko si Google eh. Yeah. So, ibig sabihin, ewan ko I may be wrong. The best way to solve the problem, one, you accept it, then you sit down. You sit down, read data, magmuni-muni, help, and convince others to go to one direction. But with the basis. Kasi pwede namang window lang, o invasion lang. But it has to be basis. I always believe in data. Without it, it's shotgun. It will not go anywhere. So it has to be surgical.
Yes, I agree.
One day at a time, but at least
meron end goal in mind.
Okay, alam mo, Jill, marami pang pupasok na katanungan.
phone-in question.
Katanungan dito, I'll just read it, no? Kasi
Yes, go ahead.
si Mayor is also busy. Maraming lakad. I-run down ko lang. Baka pwede natin ipaabot din kay Mayor at masagot niya another time. Yung isa is from JCI Senator EC Gilan, marginal. My question to the Mayor. Marginal Tondo vendors are being cleared and their carts removed. How does the city government help them? In relocation, where is the relocation site? Isn't that deliberate aggression against the poorest of the poor? And to do feeding in the poor barangays of Tondo, how can we tie up with the city government? Ayun, maganda yung suggestions na doon, no?
Okay.
Tapos, so yung sagutin, Mayor, o rundown muna ako ng iba pang tanong.
Ate, ipakain kayo doon sa Boys Town. They needed more attention than any place in this city.
So, JCI Sen, Gilan, baka pwede tayo mag-project sa Boys Town.
May tanong yan, Kasha. Please, Go ahead.
Sino yung may katanungan? Mohit? Your question. Ito yung Bombay Mayor na gusto magtanong. Si Mohit Darkani.
Opo yan.
What is the short-term solution of the city to solve the water crisis? And how is our Poso Negro being treated? Maybe I can help. Congrats, Mayor. I love you. I love you, boss.
Well, as far as the city is concerned, we don't have a crisis with water. But kung healthy water, that's another story. No? Kasi water is not within the control of the city government. I have to be fair. But so far, pamisa-misa, pag may nire-repipe or redirection ng tubo, may naapektuang ibang area. But it's a normal thing. No? Clean water, I think it may be an issue, especially in the west side of the city. And those living within our creeks, medyo may challenge yun. What else? Ano ba yun?
Isang tanong sa...
Sige, Boyet, please.
Mohit, tumayo ka na dyan. Mohit.
Mohit?
Parang ahit. Anghit. Mohit.
Alam mo ba yung anghit? Itong body mo.
Kapag-umpay ko yan, Mayor. Kaya kaya ko
Para walang tanong.
Anyways, Mayor, I wanted to ask because what I know, the FWSS is supposed to be in charge of making sure the Poso Negro is being treated by Manila Water and Manila Water. I want to know if are they doing their job and what can a private sector do to help you overcome these challenges by MWSS, Manila Water, and Manila Water?
I think there's a still pending case about that claim, no? Because they're asking fees for a sewerage system in our bills, di ba? But they have a facility here in Tondo. I think they have two. And they have pumping station. The one that yung road na in-open ko ngayon, that's water reservoir. At the corner of Awad Santos and Recto. The back of that school, that algae area. Yun yung binuksan kong kali ngayon. And there's another one in Riles ng tren sa may Espanya. Malapit sa kanila. Doon sa area niyon. The Espanya pumping station and water reservoir. We have some. What? Is it enough? No, I cannot answer that. I cannot answer that because I have no technical know-how of this situation. Is it their obligation? Yes, because we pay for that. We pay for it. Now, water treatment facilities being, sent to Rose Boulevard. Thank you very much, Diana. Yes. In the next few months, which is hopefully by December, matatapos na yung programa ng DPWH and DNR with regard to water treatment facilities being built now here behind us, and there's a water treatment there bago ilalabas yung tubig sa Manila Bay. I saw the pipe already. So, yung creek perpendicular to Rose Boulevard, sasapuin, retreat, bago itatapon. But that's government.
So, as a follow-up question, are you open to a private sector coming in as a finance bill operate transfer proposal to
Why
your...
not? Why not?
Thank you.
Hoy, padala mo yung proposal mo sa Bulwagan, Mohit. Ang dami nagpadala ng tanong tingin sa akin.
Madalit salita, pautangin niya daw ako.
Hindi mo yung 5-6 natin, Mohit.
Ano lang yun? In English lang.
I'll just run this down kasi pumapasok lahat. Depots of large oil companies have been removed from Manila What is the local government plan for the small oil depots?
Oh,
Are you open for federalism? And if such, are you preparing for federalism? Are you planning on moving to a higher position next election? At marami pang ibang pumapasok. At pwede nyo ipadala yung mga katanungan nyo sa APJ natin.
oil depot is done. It's settled. There's nothing here except for the port area, which is very far from the community. We were the one who resolved it. It took a while, it took us 7 years, took us some challenges, and losing some political capital when we did that. And now it's gone. It's settled. It's open there, and in fact, it's NPA of Shell, Petron, and Caltex. But I think Petron is going to do something about the portion of what they own to build something in the 12-hectare property of Petron. Ano isa?
Yung sa pinapatan ng JCI, Makati, Ordua, Princess Ordua, if you're open daw or kung mangyayari yung federalism, is the city of Manila open to federalism?
Okay. Alam mo, kahit anong uri pa ng gobyerno yan, kung pare-pareho pa rin kaming naalala, wala rin naman magbabago dyan. If we keep electing the same people, forms of government is just forms. There is what you call communism, federalism, parliamentary, monarchy. What else? Socialism. These are just names. But these are all government. These are just system. It may be different. But if we keep on electing the same person, putting the same people, what's there to change? What do you expect? If I may borrow the line of Einstein, don't expect different results will come to you tomorrow if what you did today is the same as yesterday. You will have the same result. So my point, yeah, maganda. Okay ako, sige, federalist po tayo. Anong form? Are we going to appoint? Are we going to elect? Are we going to be represented equally in the respective jurisdiction? What are we going to answer? Cultural or customary? Or what are we after? Economic? Because it might sound like federalism, but it only addresses customary problems. Cultural problems. Or maybe economic. Now, let's just... sige. Total na, kwentuhan lang naman eh. Let's just say, Metro Manila is one state. Pagpalagay natin. O di ba sa federal form? Ewan ko ha, hindi ko kasi alam kung ano yung federal form na gusto nung ilan. Metro Manila alone. Let's just follow US federalism. Pwede mas lalong yayaman ng Metro Manila. Hindi naman nanalo ang 4B, 4A, Region 3, if they're going to be federal government. Bakit? Eh, nandito lahat ang economic driver eh. Kayo nga, lahat nandito eh. Tama? So we will continue to prosper as a state, as a federal state, and our neighboring state will continue. So I don't know. I'm not an specialist on this. It's just that I just want to learn. I just want to know what is it for me as a citizen. Now, sa akin lamang, gusto ko yan, pagbabago. Okay yan. But I think everybody here should know ano nga naman ba ang take natin. So ako always ako sa pagbabago, always ako sa innovation. Ano ako dyan lagi, passive ako lang. Katulad yung tanong kanina, are you into it about no car garage? But yes, okay naman yan. Kaya lang baka may iba pang batas na pwedeng mag-address nun. It's okay to discuss, okay to innovate, but I don't know if you will agree with me. The most expensive commodity in this world, I don't know, most of you are businessmen, but this is my point of view. The most expensive commodity, if you will call it commodity, in this world is time. If you lose time, you lose opportunity. So if you believe that time is very important, then baka pwede pa tayo makaisip ng ibang solusyon sa problema natin. In fact, ano yung isang problema natin? Dynasty? Tama ba? Di ba may anti-dynasty law? Tama ba? Na-resolve na ba? My point is, siguro mas magandang productive tayong lahat. Sige, lahat tayo go tayo sa federalism, but we have to be knowledgeable. What is my take as a citizen? Kasi alam mo, pag pinapakinggan ko si President Duterte, talagang gusto niya eh. Meron siyang konsepto eh. The problem is, yung hindi na ipaliliwanag ng mga tao, siyempre presidente na si Pangulo. He would order you, let's go on federalism. Okay na tayo dyan. So dapat yung mga inutusan or gumagawa, dapat ipinaliliwanag. Naawa ko kay presidente. Bakit ako hindi niya awa? He's been talking about it for 3 years and nothing's moving in Congress. And he's only what? Left with 2 years and 11 months? Tama ba? Kawawa naman. So, doon ba parang siyempre, kung ako si President Duterte, nakaka-frustrate. Nakaka-frustrate. Di ba? But be that as it may, for the meantime, do we still have time to discuss it? Do we still have time to approve it? Do we still have time to subject it for plebiscite? Or, ayun pa isa, good. Do we have money to implement it? So, sa akin, anyway, it's not my issue. Manila boy lang ako. Ano yung pangatlong question? Will I run?
Will you run for a higher position?
No. Dito ako sa usapan.
Alam mo, sinabi ni Mayor,
Alam mo bakit? Alam mo bakit? I owe it to you.
Sa akin, boss?
You're Manilans eh.
Alin, boss?
At taga-Maynila ka eh.
Opo, boss.
I owe it to you. Why? I owe it to every Manilans. You give you already opportunity. Sino ba mag-aakala? Kaya niyo palang bumoto ng basurero lang. So when I was given that opportunity, now, I'm going to put my very best. At the very least. No? My best foot forward. To address our problems. One day at a time, one problem at a time. This is going to be an American football challenge. Yard by yard. We're gonna address the problem of the city of Manila until we reach that particular line on the other side of the court so we can make a goal. Kaya yan ang mangyayari sa Manila. And it will take time. Believe, sabi nga sa kalye, believe me, believe you me. Sabi sa kalye, maniwala kayo, mahabang laban ito. And I cannot do it alone. Kaya buong kababaang loob, ako'y nakikisuyo sa inyo, tulungan niyo po kami. Participate, cooperate in your own way, in your houses, in your offices, in your own little way. Kailangan po ang bawat isa. Because yes, we will not stop. We will continue. We will pursue. But, you know, if everybody's there, it will be better. Because my dream, my aspiration for the city of Manila and its people, I would like to create an orchestra composed of different musical instruments, playing one song, one music, in harmony, being conducted by one person to create a beautiful song that we can offer for the next generation. Kaya, bago ko isipin yan, nag-uumpisa pa lang ako, huwag niyo naman ako itulak, baka madapa ako. Nadapa na nga ako dati. Huwag niyo nang ulitin. That's why I need your help. I am your mayor, begging you, please help us. We need your help. We need everybody's cooperation. I hope you don't mind me begging you. Pero, pride lang yan. Sa importante, alam niyo nga, sinabi ko na, please narinig ko na, kailangan namin ng tulong. Man pa kayong mga may kakayanan tumulong. Hindi naman kayo masusugatan ng konti. Kaya yung tumulong. Hindi lang, patak-patak. Tatakbo din yan. Nagkatalo nga sa inyo man, di ba? Nagkapatak lang eh. Ano ba naman ulit? Kasi na kayo lahat. Lahat. The same thing. So, kaya, no, please. Please. Tama na yan. Saka pagod pa ako sa kampanya. Nakakatapos sa election na naman. I'm not running for higher position. I will stay in Manila.
Meron ka dyan, Mayor, hindi ko magpautang.
Saka uutang pa ako kayo eh. Ang hit, ang hit.
Okay, on that note, I guess, you know, the Mayor is very busy, but...
Sige, last question.
Last thought.
Sige.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay na.
Mayor,
Last question.
Last question.
Okay. May yan ba yan, ha?
Hirap, no?
Follow up, ha?
Hello. So tanong ko lang po, Mayor, how can JCI Manila collaborate with the city of Manila to better our city in any way, shape, or form?
I directed the DepEd, the Division of City School, to harness renewable energy, to inculcate to the minds of our students in public education system the value of renewable energy. So we are now into that direction next year. These things are planned, these things are being prepared. So even rainwater being reused. So you might be interested in this endeavor of the city. And you have voice down there. And we are going, may awan Diyos, we are going to make and go towards a direction as per Vienna for the city of Manila to be ecologically balanced. That's the word, ha? For the city of Manila to be healthy. Tama ba? Yun yung word, yun ang ginamit ng DNR. We need to create or make or plant 1,600 hectares of green space.
Manila sulang.
Saan mo kukunin yan? But, during the discussion, and I said, and I asked, is that horizontal alone? Sabi sa akin nung director, what do you mean, sir? How can I build vertical green space? Oh, that will include that. Oh, then it's done. We're going to create vertical green space in the city of Manila to achieve our goal as ecologically viable, ecologically healthy city of Manila. So, there, you can participate in that endeavor. JCI can participate in that. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Please send your other questions na lang to the DOD and we will find a way to get it to the Honorable Mayor.
Guard, mamaya pag nagpa-picture, etnep lang, ha? Joke lang, joke.
Para sa akin, forever, boss. Pero sa akin, okay, okay.
Talagang Bombay ito, eh, no? May kita na agad, eh.
Anyway, the DOD together with with Chairman Jason Oliva. Before we show SMDP project, we'd like to call on President L.A. Sevilla to award a special token to our Honorable Mayor. Medyo mamig-kamig lang sa taas. Together with DOD of 2019.
Thank you. 1, 2, 3. Alright. 1. Thank you. Alam mo, mas naman ako binibigyan ng jacket, sinusuot ko. Yeah. Sabi ko sa akin, ano, sip-sip ko sa tingin. Thank you, thank you. May inakas ako sa tingin. Easy ang jacket yan eh. Para sinukat na. Also, Mayor, like to give a hint, ang slogan namin is series everyone counts. Katulad nga nung sinabi nyo, we cannot solve the problems in Manila alone. So we need everybody. That's the slogan of 2019. And we're glad that you mentioned that. So here's the hint.
We'd like to call on the 2019 Board of Directors to have their photo taken with the Honorable Mayor Isko Moreno of Manila. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Muna kayo umalis sa laki ng tulong yun para sa isang Manila.
We'd like to also request the past presidents of JCI Manila to come up on stage and have their chance to take a picture with us, Undersecretary Tuts o present, future President ng Pilipinas. Pero, sabi ni Mayor, wag muna. Past presidents of JCI Manila, please. Together with Papa Ses, Auntie Steve, Auntie Noni, Preston, Okay, area board, please prepare for your photo op with the mayor. Dito na kayo kasi medyo busy po si Yorme, kaya area board, please stay already here in the side for your opportunity to have a picture with the mayor. Area board, please. Area board. Plus Metro Area Presidents. Area board plus Metro Area Presidents. Please come up on stage to have your chance to take a picture with the Mayor of Manila, Mayor Isko Moreno. After this committee, 11th GMM, ISKOr ng Maynila Committee, please prepare for your photo op with Mayor Isko Moreno. Okay, committee, please prepare. Thank you very much, Metro Area and Area Director. Committee, please come on stage for your photo opportunity. 11th GMM Committee, please come up on stage for your photo opportunity with Mayor Isko Moreno. Yung gusto ko pa-picture kay Jim. Pwede rin.
Calling the committee to please come on stage for your photo op.
Committee, here's your chance to have a photo with Jill and Mayor Isko Moreno of Manila. Okay, general membership, JCI Manila, general members, please come on stage for your photo with Mayor Isko Moreno. General membership of JCI Manila.
Can you take a picture with everyone?
JCI Manila members.
One last picture with everyone.
JCI members, please at the back. JCI senators, please in front. JCI Manila members, please come up already for your chance to have a photo with the mayor who is very busy and has a city to run. So, the senators, please, are supposed to read it for. Oh, picture ka lang.
Official photo, official. Group photo, boys.
Picture ka lang. Sa mayor.
Together, 1, 2, 3. Isa pa. God first. Manila kayo. Manila. God first. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, thank you very much, senators, members. We'd like to request for Mayor Isko to have a seat first because we will present a short 2-minute video